We are back today, guys. Blessings to all of you beautiful souls. I'm happy to be alive. I'm grateful to be alive. And I wanted to do a video today on planning goals. And contact's a little irritated today. I promise I'm not crying. Okay. And not saying crying is a bad thing. Planning goals. When I started my self-help journey about 10 years ago, and I had 4 mentors from YouTube, 2 of which I don't follow anymore because they only want to fill their pockets, right? And now there's thousands of self-help gurus on the internet, and a lot of them, just graduated high school, or you look at their faces and they're like, "You want me to teach you how to be happy?" Which is half of what got me into making these videos, because I've had the privilege to build, 6-7 figure businesses in less than a year. I can easily build a six-figure business now, in less than 30 days, right, with no startup. I can start a startup and, have 6-figure income already coming in. And go watch my video on time loops. And how? It's all this, all my videos, I'm driving people to think. Like Albert Einstein says, the education system should be, right here. That says let that shit go. What we should be doing is teaching our children how to think, not memorize numbers. Because when you understand something, you're able to then create and apply creativity when you actually understand something, not just knowing. Because when you know 1 + 1 = 2, you repeat, right? You're a repeat. But when you understand why 1 + 1, or you understand the science behind the math, y 3 cubed plus, 5, whatever, x squared, whatever you want to go down, why. You understand the whys behind math instead of just knowing. Then it's amazing how you're able to create. You're able to create your own algorithms. You're able to create your own mathematical, theories and hypotheses. And contribute freely through thinking. And common sense is really not that common anymore, guys. And I talk about it in all my videos because that's exactly what I'm doing. Is trying to bring back common sense and thinking, street smarts. And this ridiculous ambition to constantly become the best version of myself was what allowed me to, evolve and go down the path of 30 different jobs until I got to business owner, consultant, and now international nonprofit owner. When I started pushing in carts, and I worked my way up through the sales gauntlet, customer service gauntlet, manual labor, sales, both sides of the workforce. And I always had mentors. If it was either the labor side of things or if it was the customer service and sales side of things, I always had amazing mentors that taught me. But what really derived me was what one mentor taught me, which was goals. And there's a quote I talk about in one of my videos: if you are not dreaming big enough, or coming up with goals, because if a goal does not have a deadline, write this down, if a goal does not have a deadline, then it is a dream. You are dreaming. It is not going to manifest without an actual deadline, right? And a goal has to have people calling you crazy. If they are not calling you crazy, then you are not dreaming big enough. And your goals are not going to be big enough. You have to have visions that are so big, people are calling you crazy. When I first started my nonprofit, trust me, I got a lot of that. And a lot of it was from my immediate family. And if your goals, write this down, are not asking you to become and evolve into a completely new version of yourself, then your goal is not a goal. Because we are the highest form of creation in life. And I'm not going to repeat this part again that I've repeated in all my videos, but long story short, we are the highest form of life, and we have higher mental faculties that allow us to create that no other being has. We can reprogram our subconscious mind and our paradigms. And what does this mean? That we must be evolving, because if a man or a woman, for all of you ladies and all of you men out there and guys, if you are not evolving, then you are not growing. And the opposite of evolving and evolution is death. And this is why so many people are dying and so many people are depressed, is because they are holding on to, one, the past, and two, they are no longer evolving. They don't have a vision for their life. This is why your goals must ask you to become a completely new person. I saw a motivational video on YouTube that said, focus on yourself and shut out the outside world or the matrix for 6 months and see where you go. I've been doing this for almost 10 years. And I met a boy and a gal from high school the other day I hadn't seen in 8 years. And they sat there and looked at me for about 5 seconds saying, wow. Oh my gosh, wow. For 5 seconds. I met another guy and his son, who I hadn't seen in years. And they looked at me for a second and said, do we know you? Do we know who you are? Excuse me, who are you? It's not been 20 years or 30 years. And it's through this mindset of just focusing on yourself. This is not selfish. This is called self-love. Give yourself the love you deserve and have a goal that asks of you to become a completely new, better version, and evolved, greater and mature version of yourself through love. And these are real goals. Now, how do you write goals? Okay, how do you write goals? And this is how you write a goal. And I talk about it in my book of life. Okay, and I'm doing this for free, guys. This is 700 pages. Check it out on Amazon if you want to. If not, we're going to talk about how to write a goal today. And when you write a goal, you cannot just say, I am going to lose weight. I am going to earn more income through giving. I'm going to provide a better service. I am going to be a better husband. These do not tell your subconscious mind or your mind, your inner being, what you are committing to. It's like saying, I'm going to start a business. Once again, it's a dream. I want to be a better father is a dream. But when you write down a clear goal that says, I want to be a better father for Victoria by the end of this year through one extra father and daughter dinner date or father and daughter date a month, one extra date a month, through reading her more bedtime, two more bedtimes, there cannot be an or, excuse me, 2 more bedtime stories a night, and doing the proper research in how I can express my love better to Victoria every week. And what do all 3 of these points have? 1 father and daughter date more a month, read an extra bedtime story twice a week, and do the proper research every week, once a week, on how I can express my love better as a father. These all have deadlines. These all are specific areas. And when you combine all 3 together, by the end of the year, you are going to be a completely different father for Victoria. And this goes to all areas in life. I want to close 3 more sales a week. Buy for 1 hour or 10 minutes every day, coaching and mentoring with so-and-so. Maybe you're in a sales position and there's the sales manager that's in charge of the entire store, that's in his office all day. and you're afraid to bother him. No, 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 no. If he is there and he is actually wanting to work, he will help you or she will help you. But approach them and say, hey, can I just get 10 minutes of your time? I know I have my manager right now, Bill or Brian, who's amazing. But I want to really improve. Will you mentor me for 10 minutes a day? Focus more on understanding what the customer wants, finding 2 more points that they're looking for before I try pitching them a sell. These are goals. Listen to confident sales affirmations for 30 minutes a day before I go into work. Listen to this subliminal message for social skills before I go to my customer service job. Be better around kids. Whatever it is, have a deadline, have a specific objective, and how you're going to get it. And you will be amazed by how far you will go in a year, a month, a week. Practice 3 things, whatever area it is in life. Maybe you want to improve your relationship. Buy an unexpected gift for my girlfriend, Sophia, every week. Once a week, buy an unexpected gift for Sophia. 2, go on an extra dinner date or a night out every other week or every week, depending on your schedule. And 3, do an activity that she loves, but I'm not too passionate about myself. Maybe she loves to go hiking, and you're just kind of like, well, I like to go mountain biking, but I'm not really a hiking guy. It's too slow for me. Well, once a week or once a month, say I'll do one activity, babe. You want to always do, but I'm kind of hesitant about. Make a little sacrifice. Sometimes sacrifice is one of the greatest forms of love there is. I'm not asking you if it's against your values and your morals for some reason. I don't see why you don't want to go hiking. Maybe hunting I could see, or you don't want to go hunting. That's fine. Don't make that sacrifice. But if it's just kind of like a personal little, I'm not really a fan of hiking, it's too slow, make that sacrifice for your loved one. And do these 3 things. By the end of the month, oh my goodness, you and Sophia will be like you just started dating again. Your love making is going to be more intense. The passion when you're in the bedroom is going to be more intense. When you kiss, it's going to be way more meaningful. Just little things. And for all of you people who are overachievers like myself, do 5 things. Go on a dinner date. Do an activity that she loves. Buy her a surprise gift. Give her an extra massage 2-3 times a week before she goes to sleep. Give her a massage. If you don't know how, watch some videos. Experiment. Let your heart express your hands. 5, write her a poem every other week. Play her a song on your guitar every other week. People are like, oh, that's so cliche, Luke. If you do it from the heart and you actually mean it, you're not some, kid singing on his guitar with auto-tune. If you actually say it and have some meaning behind it. You guys have been married and dating for how long? I'm sure you have plenty of stories, plenty of meaning behind how you met, why you love her. Express this. 5 things right there. God, oh my goodness, I can't even express where your relationship will go. This is for guys and women, for all of my sisters, for all of my beloved females out there. It goes both ways. Do an activity you're not too passionate about. Maybe he loves to mountain bike and it's a little too quick for you. Make an attempt. Cook him his favorite meal. Cook one of his favorite meals every other week, once a week that he loves. Give him a massage too. Guys, if your significant other is outdoors working, that's another one. Give him a massage. Right? Buy him a surprise gift. Maybe, he loves Football, buy them a surprise gift, buy them a ticket to a football game. I despise sports. Okay, that's why I'm hesitating. But whatever it is, and just watch it come back together. And these are goals for work, your career, for health. You cannot just say I want to lose weight. Write down I want to lose 15 pounds by the end of the month by going to one personal training session a week, watching 30 minutes of videos on YouTube on how to lose weight every other day, listening to weight loss subliminal messages for 15 minutes a day, drinking this amount of water more a day, and cooking an extra meal and cutting back one fast food meal a week. Write these down every single day. I am going to do this, 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 and this. Write it down 21 times every single day and commit to it. This allows you to commit. You have to write it down. You have to write it down, guys. And this is how you come up with goals. Make sure they are calling you crazy. Make sure you are becoming an entirely new version of your soul and your inner being is evolving. Write down specific goals with a deadline and frequency of time, how you're going to do it, and an actual detailed written goal of what you're doing. These are how you come up with goals. This is how I've done so much in such a short amount of time. And this is how people walk up to me and they don't even recognize me. I can go see somebody I haven't seen in 4 or 5 months and they wouldn't recognize me. And this is how you do it. This is what, if the entire world were to embrace this goal writing mindset, oh my God, we would be 2,000, 5,000 years ahead. And this is why I make the video, to make life a better place, to make your life a better place. And I wish you all the very best. There goes my contact again. Promise I'm not crying. Have a great day, guys.